Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Today, we have something really exciting to show you. We've been waiting a long time to get the RoadRunner Pro from Vora Motors on our channel, and here it is. And we're going to go over why we think this is the best bang for your buck as far as performance, price, and also form factor. So this comes in at a low price of $26.95. And we could save you an extra $50 by using code EASYHEIMER. We'll put a link in the description too, so you can go right to the RoadRunner Pro page. Now, seeing how small it is, it does weigh 114 pounds, so it's not the lightest bike, but I think the performance and the form factor more than make up for it. This thing is just absolutely awesome. Now, the max load that this bike can handle is 330 pounds, so at 260 pounds, this thing has no problem getting me around, getting me up hills, ripping me around town, and things like that. And we're going to show you exactly that in our first riding video. Now, Vora Motors says this thing could tackle a 30-degree climbing angle. We have a lot of big hills in our area, so we're going to put that to the test. But we have no doubt that this thing can handle basically anything we throw at it. Now, it does have a crazy top speed of 50 miles per hour, and powering this bike to 50 miles per hour is dual 2,000 watt motors. So one in the back and one in the front. Guys, this is just insane. This thing has a hard time not peeling out when you give it the throttle, especially in the highest power mode. So you kind of got to tone it down a little bit to your liking if you really don't like the max power mode. This thing is absolutely insane. This does feature a split rim design, so it's super easy to change a tire or even replace a tire if you get a flat. Now, speaking of the tires, you get a 14 by 2.75 inch tire, and these are tubeless, and we'll see how these perform on the street as well as the trails. You do get a nice metal fender here in the rear and in the front. You do get dual hydraulic disc brakes, so front and rear, so it should have no problem stopping us at 50 miles per hour. Now, powering the motors, you get dual 45 amp sine wave controllers. And guys, I'm telling you, the performance on this thing is absolutely insane. We've seen this thing kill a stock Suron. That's how much power it has. So just keep that in mind as far as performance goes. Now, you do have a removable 60 volt, 30 amp hour battery. This has LG 21700 cells. So really quality battery with quality cells. And again, you can remove this. So basically what you're going to do is push the key in, turn it to the left, and the battery will pull out with this handle in the back. So really easy to take out the battery. You can charge it while it's on the bike, and the port is right here, easily accessible. And you can also take it off and bring it inside to charge. Now, with the included charger, they say it takes about 9 hours to charge from 0 to 100. So not too bad. Now, Vora Motors says you can get up to 50 miles of range on a single charge. So pretty impressive. Obviously, that's probably with the lowest power levels, flat terrain, light rider, which we're not. So your mileage will vary. They also offer a range extender for the RoadRunner Pro. That can extend your range if you're having problems with not enough range, if you do deliveries, things like that. So really nice to have that option available to you. Now, you do get dual suspension on the RoadRunner Pro, and it's absolutely fantastic. In the back, you get dual spring suspension, and then in the front, you get hydraulic suspension with this front fork. You do get a very bright front headlight. This is pretty large. And they do call this a scooter just because of the fact that it has no pedals, no adjustability on the front forks, unfortunately, but I doubt you'll ever need it. Honestly, the suspension on this is really good. They have really nice cable management in the front, so a very clean look. We'll power on the scooter. We'll take a look at the front headlight, super bright. Not sure if that's coming over on the camera well, but it is a bright headlight. You do get a rear tail light, and it works as a brake light. It blinks. And also, you do get turn signals, so really cool. Really like the look of that, and it's super bright and goes along the whole back of the bike. All right, so sitting on the RoadRunner Pro, really comfortable. Suspension is super nice. The seating position is great. We love the handlebars here. And we're gonna go over the controls and the handlebars starting from the left-hand side. You get this fantastic domino grip. We're absolutely loving those. You have your left brake lever. And all your controls here, including your power button, so our power on, the 3.5-inch full color display, 4 motors, really nice. And guys, there is our display. See the bright headlight in the front? Does a really good job at nighttime. And here are all your controls. You have your headlight button here. Turn that off and on. And there is your turn signal. It will display a green light to let you know that the turn signal is on. Again, really loud horn. You also have your power assist levels. So the plus and minus. And you can see right above the Voro Motors VM logo here. Go up and down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, we're going to leave it on 5. Want to see the top performance of this scooter. You have your power button here, which you saw us turn on the display earlier. And also your mode buttons, which show you a bunch of cool information here on the display. So your trip, your odometer, your average speed, your max speed, and also your speedometer right in the middle there in miles per hour. On the top, you have your time, as well as your volts and your battery meter. Now this is showing your wattage for your rear motor, as well as your front motor. So really cool to see that. We'll see how that displays while we're out riding. So we'll move over to the right-hand side of the handlebars. You have your right brake lever and your domino throttle. So really cool to see this throttle on the RoadRunner Pro. Domino makes a fantastic throttle, and it's nice that they include that right out of the box. So guys, a really fantastic option for the performance, the form factor, and the price. $26.95 for dual 2,000 watt motors. The performance is absolutely insane, and we don't think there's a better bang for your buck out there on the market as of right now. Yeah, so if you look, you can actually see the wattage while we pull the throttle, go up. This is going to be awesome. We can't wait to take this out on the road, and also some light trail riding as well. All right, guys, so there are the specs and features of the RoadRunner Pro. So let's take this thing out on the road and see how it performs. All right, so we're on the Voro Motors RoadRunner Pro. This thing already, dude, the front tire is just spinning when we go to the throttle. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a brake test at our storm drain here. All these hydraulic disc brakes do. Oh yeah, no problem. I didn't squeeze them all the way. All right, so we're gonna do a top speed test here. Thing get up to 50 miles an hour. Oh my God. All right, so we got up to 41 right there. We're kind of running out of road here, so we're gonna do the test here. We have a longer stretch of a road. So let's see. Top speed test here. Yeah. The front tire is just skipping. Alright, so the top speed we just got was 43 miles per hour. Guys, don't forget, we're 260 pounds. Even though this thing can carry 330 pounds, I'd like to believe we're kind of maxing it out. So, really nice display. You can see it nice even in the glare that we're getting from the overcast. Riding position is actually really, really good. So, I am 6'2". I'm a bigger rider at 260 pounds. And guys, I feel really comfortable on this. The handlebars are perfect, and the ergonomics are just great. I mean, look at my knees and my legs, perfect angle. I really have no issues with the riding position. It just feels really good. If you guys pick one of these up, please be careful, because we're really having to learn the throttle here, because the front tire is just spinning. I mean, we always turn that front motor off, but we want to have the max performance on this thing and let you guys know how it does. You're taking the turn a little tight there, buddy. So if you take a look at the display here, we are in rocket mode. So that means we are all the way up on performance, maxed out, and you can get into the settings easily on the scooter. Maybe we'll make a video on how to access all the settings, but I know Voro Motors has a lot of nice tutorial videos on how to get into the settings and adjust them accordingly. You can check those out. Yeah, it's just with this domino throttle right out of the box, this just feels so nice, and it takes off. And really impressed with it. The suspension is nice and plush. Get a nice smooth ride out of this thing at $26.95. It's hard to argue that this isn't the best bang for your buck as far as performance, price, and form factor. It's nice and small. If you take the battery out, that 114 pounds goes down quite a bit. It's easily maneuverable. Guys, yeah, this thing is, I mean, look, I am nailing the throttle, and that front wheel is just spinning and skipping. This thing just wants to go. Oh my God, I am absolutely loving this. I'm really upset that we waited so long to pick one of these up for the channel. This thing, the brakes feel really good. Like we said, you also have turn signals. They're nice and bright, and they go across that whole rear LED. Oh my God, check that out. Dude, that hill is nothing for this scooter. Performance is insane. So let's talk about the performance, all right? So this thing, I've seen this thing destroy a stock Suron. That's how powerful this thing is. This thing is moving so aggressively and so smoothly, even with me on it at 260 pounds, you know, and being 6'2", I mean, this thing is incredible. So we're starting to learn the throttle curve here. So the throttle is very touchy. You kind of gotta really gentle with it. And obviously, you know, if you bump down the power, it's not going to be as aggressive. But we're going to see what this thing can do. And it is not disappointing us. To be honest, this might be my new daily rider. I can throw it in the back of the truck. It really won't take up that much space. The battery is super easy to remove and install. I don't have to worry about not being able to perform or keep up with traffic. I mean, come on, guys. This is insane. Look at that. I am just spinning. Oh, come on. That is insane. The fact that this thing can be so small and so powerful while also being able to pull someone of my size at 260, you know, the max load being 330, I believe it, man. I believe it can even go higher than that, but I'm sure it's probably a safety thing of what the frame can actually handle, you know, safely. I am literally blown away by this, and I'm sure they'll come out with another version. I'm sure it's on the way. I'm sure they're developing it, and I'm sure we're going to be blown away with the specs of that thing, because they're going to improve. I mean, there's not much to improve with this, to be honest, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. Voro Motors is a fantastic company, and they listen to their customers, and their customer support is fantastic, and I'm sure they're going to come out with an even better scooter than this, and I don't see how, but I am here for it. I'm excited. So we're going to do a hill test with this scooter. This is the Voro Motors RoadRunner Pro, max power, dual motors, rocket mode. Here we go. Let's see how this thing handles this hill. And I'm having to feather the throttle because, guys, I don't know if you can hear it. This front wheel is just spinning. It just wants to go. We're going 27, 28 up this hill. It's wild. Honestly, $26.95 is an absolute bargain for this thing. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't, because I'm not. This is incredible. And guys, you won't understand it until you get on one, because, you know, everybody said they were so powerful or whatever, but, you know, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm sure it's got some power and stuff, but until you get on it and see what this thing can actually do, I mean, can't explain it. All right, so there is the Voro Motors RoadRunner Pro. This thing is fantastic. An absolute beast in a small package. Don't let the size fool you, because this thing is mighty. And guys, please take it easy when you get on this thing. You know, start off in the lower settings and get used to it, get used to the throttle, and then go from there. You know, find that range of power you're comfortable with, and stick with that, because this thing is wild. I mean, the bright headlight in the front, the turn signal is awesome. Look how it goes all the way across that display, and it blinks when you do hit the brakes. The battery is easily removed. Easy to remove the tire with the split rim. Domino throttle. Really nice display. Tells you everything you need to know. Temperature of the motors, watts, amps, all that stuff is here for you. Really easy to get into the menus. Like I said, Voro Motors has some great tutorial videos. We can link them in the description below, so you guys can check those out. Get all those settings tuned in. Really soft seat. We're surprised how comfortable we are on this thing. Being 6'2", 260 pounds. Dual spring suspension in the back, and also that front hydraulic fork. Really nice, guys. And again, $26.95 is an absolute bargain, and we could save you even more, another $50 off this RoadRunner Pro by using code EASYHEIMER. If you guys have any questions about this scooter, please let us know in the comments section below. We get back to everybody. But guys, this thing is a slam dunk for Voro Motors. We're blown away. All right, guys, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Until next time, peace out.